Here, my name is Simon, CEO and founder of Slyletica. So I'm actually coming to you live from one of our meeting rooms here in the Slyletica head offices. By the way, before I forget, if you are looking to start your own clothing label, head over to apparelcreators.com. You can schedule a call with my team there, and they'd love to chat to you and see how we can help. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of the most important things when you are looking to start your own clothing label, and that's actually trying to understand who you're designing for. And trying to really understand who your customers are. Most important thing, because it will actually dictate everything you do from the moment you start designing through to the moment you build your website, through to the moment you communicate with your customers, whether it's through content or emails or social media. So I want to talk to you a little bit about a few tips on how to actually identify who your customers is. I want to share with you a bit of a story from about 7 years ago when my partner Yetta and I started our own clothing label, and things that went wrong there and how you can avoid doing that, because that one cost us a fair amount of money. First and foremost, identifying who you're designing for. So a lot of the time customers come to us and we ask them, who's your ideal customer, or who's the person you're actually designing for, and generally it's themselves. They say, I couldn't find something that I like to wear, and so I wanted to start my own brand, and these are the things that I'm looking for, and that's totally fine. That's absolutely okay. But what I really want you to do is to actually go out there and identify somebody who's not yourself, somebody who's similar to you, and really start to understand that person and what they're looking for in a clothing brand. I'll give you an example. When we first did this, Yetta and I sat down and actually said, okay, well, our ideal customer is somebody who goes to the gym. Be it male or female, it's somebody who goes to the gym and they want to be motivated to achieve a better body. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much everybody. And when you try and reach a target market who's pretty much everybody, you don't really have any guidance around what your clothing should look like. So some 5 questions to ask yourself. Question number 1 is, who is my customer? Is it male or female? How old are they? Where can I find them? What types of clothing brands do they already like? More importantly, what types of clothing brands don't they like? So you want to kind of understand the type of aesthetics that these particular clients are looking for. Number 2, what's your first 5 collections or 5 items in a collection that these customers are going to love to wear? So is it leggings, sports bras, hoodie, t-shirt, or are you just kind of going with the things that you see or think are the most common? So I would actually sit down and write down, and at the start you might be taking educated guesses and assumptions. That's totally fine, but you want to really be able to refine your first 5 items and first 5 styles. Number 3, what's the aesthetic that they like? Is it minimal? Is it busy? Is it leopard print? Is it colorful? Is it black and white? You can find that by trying to find people who you feel would be your ideal customers, jumping onto their Instagram pages, get your stalker mode on a little bit, and see what brands they follow, see what things they like to hashtag, see what type of clothing that they post themselves in. If you're an activewear, then obviously you want to see what gyms they are, and ideally you want to go find these people in the gyms and speak to them, because the more you can actually reach out and understand your customers, the more your designs are going to be spot on. So number 4, you want to then actually understand from your customers where they are likely going to be shopping. So are they using Instagram? Are they using Facebook? Are they on places like theiconic.com, or are they more likely going to be in a store and walking along one of the main shopping strips? So are you going to be selling online or offline? Where are you going to find these people? And finally, how are you going to put it all together? So our final thing is actually to create a mood board. Create a mood board with your customer in mind, not with yourself in mind, and really understand who, all of those things that we just spoke about, put them all into a collection, into a mood board, and then send that to your fashion designers. Of course, if you are looking to start your own clothing label, head over to apparelcreators.com. We have a full team of fashion designers who can help you put all of this together. We ask you a whole bunch of questions in a form. You can schedule a call with our team over at apparelcreators.com, and you can schedule a call with them, and they'll help you go through this entire process. But put together a design board and really kind of a mood board, and then send that through to your fashion designers, and make sure when you're going through the design process that your clothing that you're designing is specific for the customer that you have in mind and not just yourself. That's our handy tips for the day. I hope that helps.